Salve galera, Caio Muniz aqui, invadindo as redes da Warner Music Brasil. E hoje eu tenho a honra de trocar uma ideia com Simple Plan, que colou no Brasil para Wannabe Tour. Hi guys.
Oi.
First of all, it's a pleasure meeting you. So thank you for this interview.
Thanks for doing it. I heard Simple Plan and I Wannabe Tour. That's all I got.
That's fine. But like you need just a couple more weeks here.
I know,
so
right?
You're gonna
I'll
be
figure
right.
it out.
Yeah, you know, you've spent the whole week in Brazil. So what have you been up to here in Rio?
All right. I did a lot, actually. So I went, I did the obvious stuff. I did Copacabana, Leblon, I did Ipanema, I did the Cristo. I hang glided. So that was sick, dude. Like, it was just so cool. And I'm kind of scared of heights.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this. So I signed up. We went really fast, and I did it. It was really nice. Most beautiful view. Great restaurants. I did that too. Walked everywhere. Ran by the beach. Did a lot of stuff.
Jeff was smart. He came early.
Oh,
Yeah. He came
just
before.
arrived like a couple days ago.
Yeah, like 3-4 days before the tour, so you got to really experience
I've
the
been here like
city.
almost 10 days, 2 weeks in Brazil. It's been great.
The best.
And you catch a good weather too, right?
Not a day of rain.
To the beaches yesterday. It was amazing. We filmed some social media stuff, but we got to hang out at the beach and got to
I
go.
mostly drank caipirinhas, really.
Did you like it? Like the cachaça flavor? You like it? Like it as a drink?
Dude, when I have people over at my place, I always pull out the caipirinhas, and everybody's like, "What's that? It's so amazing." I'm like, "Secret recipe, not telling you."
So you really brought that to yourself.
I got cachaça, nice bottles at home, actually.
That's really cool. Like when you have some good cachaça, it makes all the difference. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
And what about the food? Did you like it?
I love the food here. I mean, we obviously did the barbecues. I'm afraid of saying it. Churras. How do you pronounce it? Churrasca.
Almost there, yeah. With
Carao. You say something like that at the end.
Ria.
Ria. Okay, simple.
Churrascaria.
But people don't say it like that. They've been telling me otherwise.
If you're here in Rio, you say
Churrascaria.
Churrascaria.
Oh, right. That's
Churrascaria.
it.
Yeah, it's different.
Having a lot of really good food. I went to some really nice, kind of Brazilian, but fusion, new cuisine. It's so good. Everything is so good. Acai bowls in the mornings, it's the paradise here. It's like
and it's the first time I had artichoke hearts, full long ones. We have the little ones that are in vinegar. Yeah, it's all right, but the real fresh stuff is amazing.
It's amazing, man. Let's see this out. You have a friend visiting Rio for 72 hours.
Okay.
What would you definitely recommend?
Okay, I think we got to go 1-1-1, Jeff. What do you think?
Okay.
I start.
You go.
I think that the first thing that somebody should do, or the last thing, depends. If you want to start big or if you want to end big, is you go on a chopper tour of the city because it gives you.
It's gonna be hard to beat.
It gives you the perspective of how incredible this city is, right? So you see, you see the beaches, you see the ocean, you see how the city is built all about the water, right? It's really just all about these beaches, and then you get the mountains, which just adds a whole different beauty, and then you get to go around, obviously the Christ statue, it's incredible, but you get to see it, you go around and you get to see it from a complete different...
You had to go all guns blazing. What
I'm
am I
just
supposed
saying,
to follow up with?
That's how I would start, if you only have 72 hours, you gotta do that.
You gotta get to the point.
But you see how the city really just overlooks everything and it's just center. I don't know, to me it feels like that. It's like the center of the
All right, let's do
whole
that this
city.
afternoon.
I'm in.
Let's go. I personally thought that hang gliding was really sick because, that's your full physical experience. You see the Cristo, you see the sugar loaf, you see the water, you see the city. I thought it was really, really great. But it's kind of intense.
Yeah, man, it's not for anybody.
The guy told me, run or you're going to kill us both. So I'm like, I'm running.
You have to go see a show, a rock show, or some kind of show in Brazil, whatever it is, because there's something special about the Brazilian crowds. And I know every band says that, but we truly mean it. It's incredible. There's an energy, there's a passion for music, any kind of music, not just ours, just any kind of music. It's really beautiful to see. So I would recommend experience a concert. If it's local Brazilian music, go for it. It could be a little thing with 20 people and everybody's playing around the band. That's amazing, magical, and then or go see like a festival, like a crazy big rock festival.
You know, it's kind of funny because the young generation doesn't really listen to samba, bossa nova. It's like funk and like rock and all that stuff, which I understand. But you don't understand how exotic to the rest of the world bossa nova is. You go to a Paris hotel, a little boutique hotel, bossa nova will be playing. Montreal in the summer, bossa nova. You know, it's like, and for us, it's very. I play it. I love that music. I think it's just so exotic, such a rich culture. You know.
Then I think you gotta go see a football game.
Bro,
Dude, that's like crazy.
that's a trip. That's a trip right there.
That would be incredible. I've never done it, but that's on my list of things I would love to do.
Gotta do that in Maracanã.
Yeah, there's a team. What's the red and black team here?
Flamengo.
Flamingo.
We
gotta go see a Flamingo
Good thing
game.
you got it right because he was gonna kill you if you didn't.
Well,
get it.
I know there's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think you gotta venture out a little bit of the touristic places.
Yeah.
I told you, like, I went to a restaurant, you know, like in, you say Santa Teresa? Is that
Santa Teresa, yeah.
Yeah, so I went there. It was just so beautiful, overseeing the city. Great, like, food from here. It was just really, really wonderful. So I think it's important to get out and, you know, stay out of the beaten path, you know.
So what's the one restaurant that we have to go in Rio while we're here? We have one more night.
That's a tough one, man.
Just one place, Brazilian.
Damn, I would go for.
I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna go.
I would go to Tijuca. That's my favorite neighborhood to grab some really
Okay.
good food.
All right.
And I would recommend you maybe Bar da Frente. Bar da Frente, they have the best appetizer here in Rio, hands down for me. Like,
Okay.
You're gonna have to
love
spell it out for us because
All right, we're gonna go.
with the
You
accent,
tell
it's a
me
little
after,
tricky.
okay?
Yeah.
You write it down. Hopefully, it's not too far from here.
I want to know, what do you think has changed around since your last visit here in 2018? Probably.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I see a lot of like young artist types now, you know, that, you know, like video makers, musicians, and they're all like very in tune with what's going on internationally. So I think it's very exciting. You know, we're collaborating with people from here, you know, for our content because some of these people are just so like anxious to get out there and just have so much energy and great ideas. It's always, Brazil's always been very creative, but I think it's wonderful now with the internet and the fact that, you know, the technology is more accessible. People are getting out of Brazil and their work is getting spread out. So I think that's the biggest change to me.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to see like Brazil was always really big on the trends and on being like on social media, always the first, you know, always the biggest, like, you know, so now you're seeing it on TikTok, on Instagram, Brazilians are everywhere. And I think the one thing I'm noticing for me, like on a personal level, is how much there's Brazilians everywhere in the world. Like everywhere we go,
Yeah, maybe borders have been opening up.
Show, it's like people are traveling, they're going in the world, they're always coming back to Brazil. It's like their home base, but like we're seeing people with Brazilian flags in the crowd, like in Europe and Asia and like in Canada and Montreal, where we're from. There's a huge Brazilian community, like tons of people. We'll see them on the street. They'll be like, "Oh man, I love you guys from Brazil," you know. So it's really cool to see how the culture is spreading everywhere and people are moving around the world and just kind of doing their thing, but you always know they're Brazilian.
We have Brazilian flags at every one of our concerts, everywhere in the world, always.
Which is awesome.
Always,
We're so
and we love
passionate.
it.
And I think one more thing, I think the band, us here, and this is more like a selfish thing, but I think we're just getting bigger in Brazil. It's crazy. We didn't realize, you know, we haven't been here in 6 years, and I feel like maybe something's happening in Brazil, like the emo, like MOVV.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So it feels like
Definitely.
the scene is like coming back, rock is coming back.
Yeah,
There's new fans, but there's also the old fans coming back.
Yeah.
And I think the shows have been so incredible on the festival with I Want to Be tour. Like it's been bigger than we ever thought it would be, and so much fun.
Bro, that's a lot of change.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, what about like who in the band do you think it has most of the Rio's vibe?
Come on, baby. So obvious.
I don't want to answer that, but I
It's in
think
my
I got
blood.
the answer.
You know what? I feel like I should be here more often.
I'm gonna give it to Jeff because not only is he embracing the culture, going to like, you know, making more time in Rio, but also if you hear him play, he can play.
I can play the real deal.
Brazilian
I've
music.
studied with actual Brazilian musicians.
So-
because there's a big community in Montreal of Brazilians. You know?
So Jeff is not only does he have the appreciation and the love, but he can also deliver. We're gonna post some stuff of Jeff playing Brazilian music, so you'll see.
I want to see that definitely, man. Guys, thank you so much.
Obrigado.
Have an awesome concert tonight. So, obrigado vocês que estão acompanhando. Eles são realmente, praticamente cariocas brasileiros, deu para perceber aqui. E continua acompanhando na Warner Music Brasil, que tem muito mais para vir por aí, tá bom? Abraço.
Peace out.
Obrigado.